What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Brennan Dopp and I teach you everything that you need to know about doing print on demand and selling on the Etsy marketplace. In other words, I teach you how to make some extra passive money. In this video, I will teach you how to create your first design for your new Etsy print on demand store. And before we jump into my computer, be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss out on everything that you need to know to grow your Etsy shop. But I know you didn't come here to hear me yap, so enough talking and let's start doing. We'll jump to my computer and we will get started. Okay, for designing tools, you can use Printful's designer tool. It's built into their platform if you'd like. It's super simple to use, but you are limited to what you can do. That's why we've branched out and we've used a different designer tool known as Over. They do have an app version as well as a web browser version. The app, though, is only for iOS, so if you have Android, you will have to use that web version. But it's an awesome tool if you have very little designer skills. Over is a great way to get started. They have a free version as well as a paid version. When we started out selling on Etsy, we used the free version, which was awesome. It allowed us to do everything that we needed, but over a few months we wanted to upgrade because we wanted to have more access to graphics as well as to more fonts. But there's no issue starting out with the free version. You can do everything that you need. But in the future, if you do want to upgrade, I'll show you the different plans that they have. But for the sake of our tutorial today, we will be showing you how to do it on the free version. So here are the plans. You can either pay by the year or by the month. If you want to pay monthly, it's $9.99 per month. And then if you want to pay yearly, it's $69.99. And there's a 7-day free trial. And if you just want to give it a try and see how it is before actually purchasing it. And that would be equivalent to $5.83 per month. Well, that's over, but again, just use the free version for now. Great way to get started. So we'll be doing this on the free web version on our computer. So you will go to web.over.app. Okay, web.over.app, and they'll take you to this screen. And they do require you to create an account, but it's super easy to do. Just here on the top right hand side, you will click sign up. And then you can sign up with your Facebook, your Google account, or your Apple ID, or your email. I'll just do it with my email. And you have to click I agree to Over's terms and services, and you can choose if you want emails or not, and then click sign up. Alrighty, now you have an account. So now we will begin creating our first design for our first t-shirt or sweatshirt on our Etsy shop. So you will want to go down here and click Start New Project. Okay, for our canvas size, we will want to make it 5,000 by 5,000. So over on the right hand side, you'll change the width and the height. We'll change it to 5,000. Okay, then hit enter, 5,000 by 5,000. Down at the bottom, you'll see 100%. You can click down on that and then hit Fit. So you can see your full canvas size, and you'll want to make sure it's 5,000 by 5,000. That will make a perfect print file size for Printful. So a few features of Over, I'll briefly overview before we begin designing. So over on the left, you'll see image. You can add an image. They do have stock images that you can use, but most likely you will not be using those for your designs. But let's say you use a different design tool. Up here you can add that design and bring it into Over if you wanted to add text to it or change it in any way. So you just click this button here. And then for the next icon down here is your text. So you click on text, that would open up your text box. I'll make this bigger here so you can see it. You can just drag it, very simple. Okay, so if you highlight the text box, over on the right hand side you can see the different things that you can do with your text to change it and make it your own. So you can change the font style, so a ton of different fonts that you can use. You can also browse fonts, which I will show you later. You can change the size here, super simple. You can change the letter spacing, so it's super far apart, but up here is how you undo. You can then change the line height if you like. You can change the alignment of it. And then you can change it to all caps or all lowercase. And then you can make your text curve. So a ton of cool features. You can change the color. And then another awesome feature that I love about Over is they have this eyedropper tool. If you want to pull in a color palette off Google, you can drop that into here and then get those exact colors. And I'll show you exactly how to do that here soon. You can add a shadow to the text, and you can add a blur effect, change the opacity, you can rotate it, and you can flip it, and then mask and blend. So a lot of different things that you can do to make an awesome design that will sell. Let's go ahead and we will create our first design. So I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to search for a graphic and add that for my design. So over on the left hand side you'll see the pencil that says graphic. Click on that, and then you can search different graphics. And they have these ones here you can scroll through, different collections that you can look through, a ton of different graphics that you can use. There are ones that are only for the paid version, and then they have free ones as well. So just go ahead and explore and see what you want to use. But I'm going to search plant and flower and see if I can find a nice flower to use. So you'll see they have these free ones, and the ones that say Pro, that is for the paid version. There is a handful of free ones, so you can be creative and create an awesome design with what is available. I'm going to use this one here, and I'm going to adjust the size by grabbing the corner and dragging it. I'm going to make 3 of these, so I'm going to duplicate it, makes it quicker. So I'll right click on the graphic, and then at the top I'll click duplicate, and I'll do that again, and then duplicate. So now I should have 3 different flowers here. And I'm going to align them so they're centered on this canvas. You want to make sure you center on the canvas, that way your print file will be centered when you enter it into Printful. So you can see the different snapping features that they have. The yellow line means that it's centered horizontally, and then there's also a vertical one right there. Now I'm going to move these where I want them. I'm going to move them like 1/4 of the way down. That way it'll be towards the top of my print file when I put it into Printful. And you will want to make sure it's centered vertically on your canvas size. Make these a little bigger. Now I'm going to change the colors of these flowers. An advantage you have doing print on demand is being able to do very colorful sweatshirt and t-shirt designs. So be sure to use colors, be creative, and the options are endless with print on demand. I will now show you the pin dropper tool, one of the coolest features of Over. So what you will want to do is go to Google, and you can search a color palette, which I have already done and I've saved it to my computer. If you want to do like a retro color palette, you can search that, and then save that image to your desktop, which I have already done. And then you'll go back to Over here, and you will enter the picture into your canvas. So on the left side you'll click Image, and then click this plus sign with the graphic there, and then on desktop you'll grab your color palette and then bring that into your canvas, and you can make it smaller and out of the way, and this way you can pin drop these colors for whatever color that you want. So now we will go and click on whatever flower I want to change the color to, and then go to the right hand side. I'll click color, and then this little pin drop. I will click on the dropper tool, and then I'll come down here and grab the color that I want. We'll make the first one this orange color, and then the next one, make sure you click on it and then click color again. And I'm going to do this one this nice green, and then the last one I will change. Let's do the purple. An awesome feature to get the exact colors that you want using color palettes off of Google. Now I want to add some text to this design. So over to the left hand side I will click the text, then I will type in my text. Let me change the size of this so you can see it. Okay, no rain, no flowers. I want to have the text all on the same line, so I'll drag that out. Then I want to make sure that it's centered. I'm going to do some adjusting to this text. I'm going to need to make it a little smaller. And then I want to change the font of it. The way that you change the font, again, is you go to the top under text, font, and you can change the font style. You can either browse through these preset ones here, or you can browse fonts down here below. I'm going to browse fonts and see their different collections they have. They have multiple different collections. So I want to do calligraphy. So I'll search calligraphy, and then they have multiple free ones, and then they do have their pro version ones. So just look for the free ones. There's multiple options. And I like this dancing script. I'll click on that, and that will change my font style. Now, I don't want it to be capitalized. I want it to be lowercase. So down here, I will go to caps and then change it to lowercase. I'll make this a little bigger. And then again, I want to make sure it's centered, so use that yellow snapping feature. I have no rain, no flowers. I now have my flowers set where I want them, and my font is where I want it, I think. I'm going to highlight it all again and make it just a tad bigger to fill my full canvas here. And make sure that it's centered. Okay, now I want to change the color of my text, so I'm going to highlight my text, go ahead and click on it, and then I'm going to go back to that dropper tool that I have. So I'll scroll down and I will click color, and then click the dropper tool, and I'll come in here and I'll grab this color. Slightest difference, but so it does have color. There you go, you have your design, some cute flowers and a positive message. Really simple to use and over. Another thing that you can do before you export your design is you can click on your canvas and then change the background color so you can see some color behind it rather than the grid system here. So go to the background, and next to the dropper, click the color, and you can put it on color. So that's what it looked like on white, and you can see what it looked like on black, and you can adjust your fonts accordingly to whatever color of shirt or sweatshirt that you are putting it on. Just want to make sure you turn off the color before you export, and I will delete my color palette. And there you have a super simple design created and over. One last thing I want to show you before we export our design. Up on the right hand side you'll see this graphic. You can click on that, and that will bring up your different layers that you have. So if you need to delete a layer, you can go to your layers here and right click on it and then delete it or edit it, as well as you can lock your layers here. So if you click on it, you can right click and then hit lock, and that will lock the layer so that it will not move. If you're doing a more detailed design and you wanted to lock certain layers, that comes in very handy in the future. But remember, if you need to move it, you need to unlock it before you can move it. We will now export our design and save it to our computer so that we will be ready for the next step. So up here on the right hand side, click export. You will want to name your file. So no rain, no flowers, and whatever details you need to know what it is to keep your files organized. And then down here you'll see show settings. You can either format it as a JPEG or PNG. Whenever you're doing your designs, you want to make sure you save it as a PNG file. That way it'll have a transparent background, and then you will click export. And that has saved to our computer and our downloads, and you have your design ready to put onto a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or whatever product you're uploading to your Etsy shop. I hope you guys found some value in this video, and be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe to my channel, because in the next video I will be showing you how to upload your first listing to your Etsy shop with the new design that we created in Over. I promise you, you will not want to miss out. And in the comment section below, say I am going to take action today if you want to start taking control of your life and making some extra money online. Also, be sure to check out my playlist up here, or maybe here, or down here, or here. I think it's up here. If you want a step-by-step tutorial on opening your first Etsy shop so that you can begin selling online. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.